Following my last video on shoes, in today's video it's all about finding the right bag for what you're wearing, but no rules or haul involved whatsoever. So I'm not recommending you to buy any specific bag. It's all about finding the right vibe. For that reason, it's imperative to strike the perfect balance between practicality and throwing in the mix the perfect dose of your personality. As mother women, we sometimes want our bags to have a luxurious feel to them. We definitely want them to be timeless, and above all, they have to be practical. And they have to fit our lifestyle, of course our budget. So it's important to take time to find the right bags for our collection, because they will definitely make a huge part of who we are. So if you're feeling that your bag repertoire is a bit disjointed, perhaps it's because you are not attributing a function to them. Perhaps you're just seeing them as mere bags. And perhaps you've been collecting ideas from all over the place. Or maybe it's because you have a lot of the same, which kind of sucks when you're not in that vibe. So it's not about quantity, but it's definitely finding the right bags that will express your personality in each and every occasion. So to simplify things, I'll divide them by categories: your everyday bags, your work bag, your travel bag, and your deluxe bags. I said no rules, but there is one rule that I have to address. The bigger the bag, the bigger should be your frame. So if you are petite, you should choose according to your frame. If you carry a huge, gigantic bag, it will really swallow you. And if you are tall and you wear a very tiny bag, it will completely disappear. So that's the only thing. That aside, let's get started. This will be the ones that will be absolutely staples in your closet. And I highly recommend you to take time choosing those. They have to be timeless, neutral colors, no fuss, no details. That's the only way that will be staples, because they will go with absolutely everything you have in your closet, from your basics to statement pieces. So you can counterbalance what the bag lacks to your outfit. You can wear texture, you can wear color, you can wear prints, you can wear a print clash if you want, and so on and so forth. So you get the idea. Of course, it has to be big enough to fit all your important things on a daily basis. Often when we want to wear a statement piece or odd shape piece or volume or more than one print together, that's exactly where we struggle to choose the right bag. So that's where a plain solid color bag is the perfect solution. And from there you can divide it into subcategories, and I would do an elevated basic for say, and that's where you can add a tiny little bit of texture, and this is the one that's taken up a notch from the basic one, because it's got a bit of texture and a little bit of detail, perhaps some metallics. It's perfect to lift neutral outfits, but just the right dose. For example, when you're wearing a total neutral look, but you crave a bit more, this is it. And once you have your neutrals done, you can start thinking about adding a pop of color. And for me, I think the first one to consider is a white one. A white bag gives the look a little bit of lift. It brightens a dark monochromatic outfit. It enlivens a dark tonal look. Or a very colored look. And for me, it's way more interesting than a black or a beige bag for that same reason. Or alternatively, you can wear bright colors. Well, any other color doesn't need to be bright, but you can wear other colors, blues, pinks, greens, and so on and so forth. But I would say bear in mind what you already have in your closet in terms of colors, so it doesn't clash, because you end up in a conundrum. With working bags, size matters, and a lot. It needs to be large enough to fit your iPad, your water bottle, your makeup pouch, and everything else you need, perhaps even a pair of shoes for that extra hours cocktail later on. It has to be comfortable. You're going to be carrying it a lot. It cannot be heavy. I have had too many heavy bags in the past. They really hurt your shoulders, so they're not good. So make sure the bag itself is not so heavy. Opt for a clean design, because too many details will be hard for you to create outfits with it on a daily basis. And like I mentioned before, I would definitely start with neutrals, but if you're considering a second option for a working bag, then yeah, you can add a second colored one, or even with print. But again, you have to bear in mind what you're going to be wearing with it and what you already have in terms of colors in your closet already. The next one is your travel bag, and normally, the one you carry on with you, and it has to be large enough. What I love to do is to put my everyday bag inside of it, so I meet the airline requirements, no problem there. And it can be a tote, but it doesn't need to be a tote. I think here you have more room to play with it, to insert your vibe to it, because it's not like work related or anything, a little bit more strict. So you can play with prints, textures, whatever you want. You can even clash with your outfit if you're wearing a print and the bag's got already a print. I'm not a print person, so I opt for neutral clean ones, but it's totally me. So here you can get more creative and have fun with it. And what I really love the most about it is that it can really dress down any outfit you're wearing. If you're wearing something a little bit more formal, and then, it balances out that formal feel to it. So it can be fun like that. And the last bag I'm gonna talk about is Deluxe Bag. And by deluxe, I don't mean price-wise necessarily. I just mean something that feels luxurious to you. Normally the ones that you collected over the years, that it's got a special spot in your heart. And the sky's the limit for this. Normally they are a bit smaller in size. They're not very functional, but definitely what defines a deluxe bag is something that you feel deluxe. You feel special when you wear it. It could be for an event or a special occasion, or your everyday. You just choose it when you want to feel special, regardless of what else you're wearing. So when we think deluxe, the first thing that comes to mind might be the designer bag. And like I said, it doesn't need to be a designer bag. But if you are considering buying a designer bag, the only things I would recommend is to do your search on the best out there, the ones that most resonate with you. And I would say try to avoid trendy ones, because they cost a lot and you don't want them to be short-lived. You want them to be timeless in a way, and to wear them for many years, because they are an investment. And also, if you ever get tired of them, think of brands that would be easy for you to resell as well. A deluxe bag would definitely elevate your basics and chill sweatpants or joggers or things like that. These are the ones that really mean a lot to you, and they make you feel super special. For them to keep their luxurious status, it doesn't make sense to have a ton of those. And make sure they are inextricably a part of you. And when you're considering buying bags, really take into consideration your lifestyle, of course your budget. Think about everything you need in a bag. When you take all these things into consideration, you'll be smarter for it. So there you have it, everyone. I really hope it made sense the way I distribute it, and that you found it useful, and I managed to shed some light on your everyday decisions to choose the right bag for your vibe that you want to create, for the outfits that you're wearing. So if you found it useful, please go ahead and like this video and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already done so. As usual, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.